want to introduce a couple of people that are here that actually represent my staff, and that is my business administrator, Jim McManaman, is here. The township clerk, Kim Masalaro. The township CFO, she's vital to Ewing Township, Joanna Mustafa. Our tax collector, I know that you want to forget about him, Esby. And our tax assessor, Jeff Bert. From our IT department, Donnie Johnson. And I also want to introduce a very good friend of mine and a former councilman here in Ewing Township, Mr. Joe Murphy. Having said that, there's one other special person I want to introduce, and that's my planner extraordinaire, and actually my bodyguard, Chuck Latini. I just really want to just hit some high points for Ewing Township and in this address. Again, this year, with the leadership of not only my administration, but council and with the county working hand in hand, again, we've achieved really great things again in Ewing Township. And it also reflects in the fact that every year that I've been mayor, it's been 7 years and 3 months now, but nobody's counting, our ratables have gone up tremendously. So over the last 7.5 years, the ratables have increased by over $80 million. Now that's not all taxable, by the way, but you can see the growth. It keeps increasing year after year after year after year. And this year, our increase was about $24 million. So we're on the right track. We have slowed down economically a little bit, but again, I think that's just a thing of everybody trying to adjust on where they really want to locate, and they're actually looking. But I'm happy to say that as far as an outreach is concerned in the development world, we are very, very busy. In fact, we are negotiating or are actually talking about warehousing for the medical marijuana situation. Everybody's aware of it. Everybody knows it's coming. We are going to be working on that along with council to see where we fit in that particular group. Okay, to bring you more up to speed with the General Motors site. We have members from Atlantic Realty here today. Again, if you noticed and have driven by the GM site in the last 2 or 3 months, there's a tremendous amount of activity that is being worked on currently. They are clearing trees. They're doing some more remediation. The other group that actually owns the property still is still doing a little bit more remediation that the DEP requested. But I'm happy to say that we are at the end of that. So you'll be seeing a lot of work at the GM site starting this year. The infrastructure work, the concrete work. Also, we are definitely going to be working on, in fact, I just talked to Atlantic Realty. They are going to start to clear the trees along Sylvia Street that hasn't been developed yet for the roadway. So that roadway will happen. It will happen this year. I don't think we'll finish it this year, but it will happen to open up Sylvia Street from Scotch Road, Parkway Avenue, Sullivan Way. I think would cut at least 12 to 13 or 14 minutes off your time if you live on the other side of that railroad track. So we're very excited about that. Hilton Realty also is another company that has an apartment complex on Sylvia Street. They are adding another approximately 125 units of a higher end apartment, but they are also putting in a clubhouse and a meeting room and I guess an IT section of that clubhouse for the residents there, so they can basically do some office work from that location. So we're absolutely very thrilled about that. And again, we're not just looking at the new businesses that are coming in. We also need to pay attention of the businesses that are currently in Ewing Township. We want to have them remain in Ewing Township. So whatever we need to do to help them along the way, we're going to do everything in our power. There's grants available. If there are other vehicles for them to be able to capitalize on government money or some other things, we're going to do that. I want all our small businesses to be assured that this administration is on your side. We are going to make sure that you survive no matter what happens. And believe me, if it wasn't for the small businesses, Ewing Township would not survive. They probably hire more people than some of these bigger corporations. So we're very, very happy with that. Princeton South is actually putting up a 42,000 square foot building. It's called TS1. It's a building that does the barcoding. It's really a nonprofit organization, but they do all the barcoding for all the major retailers throughout the country and the world. So that is moving to Ewing Township. They were in Lawrence Township. It's moving to Ewing Township, and we're very, very thrilled at that. They've broken ground. Hopefully the building will be open soon. As soon as I can get my construction department to work with you a little better. But we're getting there. I'm looking over at the table over there. So Aubrey Haynes is giving me the thumbs up. Right, Aubrey? We're doing good, right? So anyway, and besides that, besides all that what's happening now, the infrastructure, we're paying a lot of attention to the infrastructure too. What we want to do, basically, when we create that town center, that's not the end of the town center project. The town center is going to be extended outwards with bike and pathways so that you can have a walk, you can walk to the train station. You can walk to the Sanctuary 72. And for those people that don't know what that is, it's a church on Scotch Road at the corner. It was an old Presbyterian church, and now the Sanctuary is actually open to the arts, to concerts. So we want to make that connection to that. We want to make the town center a connection to our senior centers. We want to make the town center a connection to the College of New Jersey. We want to make the center, the community, the center of town, connection to Rider University in every major spot that we can. We want to make it as pedestrian friendly as we possibly can. And we've come a long way in that process, but we have a long, long way to go. So, it's not going to happen overnight. But I can promise you we will stay on top of those things, and you'll see progress year after year after year. And I welcome anybody in this room or anybody in this town that wants to that has ideas, that think that we can promote the town better. I want to sit down and have a conversation with them. Because from citizens like you, from business owners like you, from private citizens in Ewing Township, we can get a lot of vital information on exactly what they're looking for. So we're very happy with that. I also want to talk about the airport. There's some individuals that really don't like the airport all that much. I'm here to tell you today, and I've been very consistent with that for all the years that I've been in government, that I am a very big proponent of this airport. I think this airport needs it, this region needs it, and we are looking to expand the terminal. I know that they're going through some environmental reviews currently. I believe they're going to be done within the next several months or so, so that we can go ahead and move forward. But the terminal needs to be built. And I will guarantee you that there are at least 2 other carriers that want to come into Mercer County. And I think that is kudos to the county executive for trying to get that done and working with Ewing Township to get that done. So we're very proud of it. Now, we can talk about the development, and I can talk about that all day long. Trust me, I love that topic. I'm excited about that topic. But we also have to face realities in life on what we have to do with our infrastructure, what we have to do, to help our citizens along. to create environments for them where they can come and actually have some recreational areas that they can visit, that they can use our community centers. We've made a lot of investment in our community centers. We just installed a brand new pool at the Hollowbrook Community Center and a brand new splash pad that we put in for the kids. We are currently working on a splash pad for the community center that's just down the road here, and you'd be surprised how excited people are about that particular prospect. It's something that we did not have, that we can now hopefully offer. Well, we know we can offer it at Hollowbrook, and we'll be offering it at the new community center next year. But again, there's a lot of excitement about that, and that keeps people in the township. And what that means is when people stay in the township, they shop in the township. You know, they spend their dollars in the township. And that is what the economics is all about. So again, we're very proud of that fact. We are paying a lot of attention to our parks.